intellectuals, which I find very fascinating, are coming to a belief in God. And even in the Great Dechurching, one of the things that, of course, that they mentioned was the more education you had, the more likely you were to be a Christian, which flies in the face of a lot of the anecdotal evidence that's out there, or some of the mythology that continues to present itself. I mean, do you see this kind of surprising group of young people that are anchorless and they're looking for hope, but are they receiving it or are they rejecting it?
Well, a couple of things. You're seeing in Australia that Christian unions at university campuses, colleges, are saying they've never seen so many people become Christian, as in the last 5 to 10 years, among people who've had no background. And the people most hostile to Christianity is my cohort, 50-somethings, because we remember sitting in church with itchy pants and a tight shirt and listening to someone boring us to death. And then it's not to say there aren't issues. The whole sexuality thing is, especially at a political, cultural level, is seen as a very hot issue. And many 18 to 34-year-olds are going, what's the issue with sexuality? What are you so hung up on it? Well, I'd say the culture's hung up on it. But I think the thing that we need to do, and is happening, is that people are starting to put an anthropology together that's saying, if the sexual revolution from the 60s was going to fly, 60 years later, it would be showing some great fruit. But there are holes in it. At the same time that the cultural commentators, the A.N. Hirsi-Alis, for example, are saying, I was a Muslim, I became an atheist, and now I'm going to church. And even the great Richard Dawkins is saying, I'll have a conversation about Christianity with my good friend A.N. Hirsi-Ali to try and convince her otherwise. There might be something here. The new atheism has not answered anyone's questions, because the questions people are asking today are not about science. They're about meaning and purpose. And if you can't answer those questions, no one wants to know you. Tara Isabella Burton, you may have heard of, the the pagan sort of white Wiccan witch of everything, suddenly becomes a conservative Catholic. And she says people are hungering for meaning and purpose and community and identity. And they're not necessarily going to Christianity. The technology is allowing them to put together their pastiche of spirituality. But she says whether that can hold, whether that can carry the weight that Christianity has carried, let's wait and see.